Hey people, it's Friday! Welcome, welcome. What is all this nonsense I see on stream about people talking about using like only purple ink in the hagiography of my my fake cult? Purple ink. No, purple ink is exiled. None of that. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's just me. It's a solo mic stream again. It is summer, and so people are taking a little bit of time off. At Franklin Christoph sort of rotating through, and so Audrey has been she's been at work the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, we'll have her next week. I haven't heard her say that we won't, which would be cool because the week after that is DC. So, whew, the Bishop of Orange, indeed. All right. So, who do we have here? We got Becky and Beth and Ruth. Hello, hello. Bruce is in the house. Also, Greg is in the house. Carol, hey Carol. David, what's up, David? And Clifford, PB's in the house. Emil, Laura, and no Odd. Nope, sorry. She's look, she's got to do a job sometimes. I, on the other hand, am kind of done for the summer, which is, I mean, a weird thing to say at the very end of July, I suppose, but that's also just kind of how it goes in my world. So, yeah, hey, Rick, what's up? Yeah, I finished my second semester of online class yesterday, so that's cool. I just have like final grades and stuff like that to get done before I don't know, I start again, basically. But I don't have to start the fall until the 17th, so I get like 2 weeks off, give or take. Three almost, about 3 weeks off. So that's pretty cool. Say school's out for the summer. Guitar solo, indeed. Yeah. Y'all know it, but behind this door there is a bass guitar. Also, you know what I don't know? How to play the bass guitar. So, hey Angel, what's up? And to fill your time, start your PhD. Start my PhD. That was ABD when I quit that nonsense. I was in school for a long time. So screen chat is a lot faster today. Yeah, it seems like it's okay. Who knows why? So I'm glad things are working out pretty well. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of do what I did last week. I don't have a whole lot of like pen news. Although I do have one thing that I want to show right quick. And that is, if I can get it here, this thing, because, whoa, right? Look at this thing. It's crazy. This is the Aurora official pen. This is an Aurora 88, and it's like sort of rusty sand color. Scopri Aurora Triviality, I think. Does it have Aurora Triviality, Trilobite? Trilobite? Let me see this. Search Google for trilobites. Yeah, like a trilobite? Oh, well, now I really want it. Oh, man. Well, I don't think I'm going to get it because this is also very expensive. It is 388 pieces, and it's like $800, 800 and something, which is like, ugh, ugh, ugh. It's not great. Current class intimidating. Also, your penultimate class, you guys it should be. I mean, you should be ready for it. Also have a bass and can't play it. We can make the worst band ever. We could have be like two guys with bass guitars that don't know how to play bass guitar. It'd be good. Yeah. Also, I don't sing well, so that's good. You did try to learn, but have no rhythm. I've never tried to learn. A friend of mine was gonna get rid of his bass guitar, and he's like, "Hey, Mike, want a bass guitar?" And I said, "Yeah, I've always wanted to play bass, and I never bought an amp, so like I can't hear it. I don't know what it sounds like, and at this point, it definitely needs new strings or something." How do I manage to teach and keep y'all informed about pens and inks? I don't know. Audrey keeps me up to speed on stuff. That's what's up. Let's see if they have the other special Aurora. Oh, here's a close up of that one. Right there. Look at that. Look at that like bronzy patina nib and clip and rings and hardwares, and I want it. There's also a blue one, which doesn't seem to be on their Instagram, which is too bad. But there's a blue version of the Mamba, blue Mamba. Yeah, it's real nice. It's just insanely expensive, I think, because there are hardly any of them. Mike is forming the new Pin Show After Dark bar band. No. Sounds like Emil is. I don't know, man. Simple, sell the bass, get the Aurora. I don't know that a bass guitar is worth anything like that. Especially not this one. This is one that my friend was going to give away, so it can't, or get rid of. It can't be that bad. The brownish colors be impossible to photograph right. It could be. It seems like it's got a lot in common with the like kind of like the clip on the new tactile turn, which yeah, I still have this tab open because I haven't hit go in my cart yet. I don't know why. I just haven't done it. I tend to wait until the very last day on these tactile turn exclusives, or these seasonal releases rather. Who's down at my feet? Clipsy, what are you doing down there? Really? You want to come up here? There we go. Cat cam. Should I engage the cat cam? There we go. Nope, you're not in the view of the cat cam, you silly goose. Come over here. Come here. There we go. Here's the Clipsy, the revered Clipsy Noodle. Right there. Right here. Yeah. You play synths in the band? Dude, you can play synths in the band if you want to. Heck yeah. Do you have a keytar? Can you play synths on a keytar? Greg said he has a banjo that you want to learn how to play. Banjo seems incredibly hard, but also very cool. Banjo and 2 basses, terrible band. So now we have a banjo, 2 bass guitars, and a guy who's gonna play synths. I'm not sure if David knows how to play synth. I don't know if he's terrible. Yeah, I hope he's terrible. Just linked the new Ultim that came. Oh, just inked the new Ultim that came today. I like the way it feels in the hand. Good. I love that thing. I'm a big fan of that Ultim pen that Ian Schoen did. And I just saw on Instagram and talked to Ian a little bit today on Instagram. He's going to be going to DC. So if you haven't gotten an Ultim, maybe he'll have some for DC. So he's got some special project he's working on for DC. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Can't be sad and play the banjo. I mean, Season 2 of Ted Lasso is now on Apple TV+. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. You can hear me on a vid. I just pasted in art in the Fnatic Slack. Uh-oh, do I want to... All right, let's see what we got here. In the art, huh? I'm not even 100% sure I'm in art. I am in art. Music video escape from pandemic months. Only a beginner. Closer. Let's see what we got here.
Quando il tambor comenzò a golpearsi así.
Dope. That sounds rad, man. That sounds rad. You dotted all the illustration in the video. Drums and cymbals move realistically when they hit each sound. I didn't even look at it. I just kind of hit play. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Usually play Latin percussion and Latin rhythms. I mean, that's kind of metal. Yeah, dig it, man. Dig it. And when doing a live feed from the DC show, this guy right here, I'm doing a live feed from the DC show. I pretty much always do at shows that I go to. The DC show has notoriously shite internet though, so hopefully that will be okay this time. We'll see. I don't know. I was begging for more speed from the hotel. I was like talking to the guy. He's like, "Oh, I'll dial up your throughput or whatever." And who knows? I don't know if it really helped or not, but he said he did. Hi. So, yeah, I will be doing one from DC for sure. Working on a Revenge of the Nerds type band here. You know, I never saw Revenge of the Nerds. I've never seen it. I didn't see a lot of movies from like the 80s and early 90s for some reason. I guess 80s anyway. Sean's like 20 minutes. Oh, Sean's 20 minutes from your house. Oh, okay. Well, I know that area. I've been to Sean's workshop. Theremin. Oh, man. 15 years, you recently gave up on learning mandolin, sold it, and bought the Ultimate and some woodsheds. Nice. Yeah, I have a friend who like has been learning the mandolin fairly seriously since I guess actually before the pandemic, but even after he was doing it like online sessions with his teacher. Right, the pin shows are a thing over the 18 months. Because we only have one or two and both got canned. Yeah, I bet. Hi. Look, I'm on a stream. It's hard to pay attention to you and be on a live stream, sweetie. Last week it was Mr. Nose. If y'all saw my last video, Mr. Nose was jumping all up in the business. Dude had to be on the video. But yeah. Philly Pin Show will be the only one you'll be attending if it happens. I imagine Philly will probably happen. I haven't heard any confirmation. But I mean, the rest of them are, so I'd be kind of surprised if Philly didn't. But If it follows how Triangle did, then it'll be like a bit smaller. I'm really interested to see what DC is going to be like this year because, I mean, who knows, right? Like the Europeans, by and large, as far as I know, can't come over. The Canadians can't come down. So who knows what it's going to be like, right? London Pin Show on Sunday. Oh, that's awesome. Are you going to go, Christine? I wonder if Strings and Pedals is coming out to that. I kind of doubt that she is. But she has in the past, I think. Strings and Pedals is, oh shoot, I forget her real human name. She does the nibbing for Apple Boom. DC's gonna be super weird feeling, I think. I mean, it might. It might, David. But hey, you can see me, and I can see you, and that'll be fun. Oh, I need to make a note. Get nibs. So I have my nib box over here. Recent shootings in DC, be aware. Well, I mean, like it's not like the pin show's not actually in DC, so we'll be okay. Annabelle might she has back issue 2. Yeah, Annabelle, that's it. That's what it is. Thank you, Beth and Jacob and David. Yeah, she's been having like some serious back problems. Yeah, which totally sucks. She's too young to be having back problems. I already bought the ticket. Only UK vendors, no EU for the show. Well, then not Annabelle. Looking forward to Colorado show with these Delta and Lambda variants. You're getting hesitant. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be all masked up and stuff like that, and I've got my shots, so probably be okay. We'll see, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be fine. I actually haven't heard. One thing I've been listening for was like whether there was any talk of people getting COVID from the Raleigh show, but I haven't heard a single report of that. So maybe it didn't happen, or maybe people just never like passed it on. But I think it would come out if it happened. So I don't really know. Michigan DC was near the ballpark. The show's on the other side of town, 10 minutes by air, 30-45 minutes. Well, yeah, and I don't know that Fountain Pen shows as big a target as something like a baseball game. Although people need to chill out, man. DC shows a mile from your house, but you'll be on vacation. Are you going to the beach, perhaps, Beachy Pens? No, 2 or 3 members of your Discord server going to London for sure. Oh, nice. And Andy UK. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice. There's a Brian in the house? Where do we get a Brian? Which Brian showed up? Oh, Brian Chu. Hey, what's up? There you are. Totally missed your post. Heavy shots too. Scared she's ready a long haul from a breakthrough infection. Yeah, I don't know how common that would be anyway. I mean, the long haul stuff is fairly rare, but also like, hopefully it would be mitigated. I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be careful with mask and all that sort of thing. Matthew Martin will be at DC. He's moving away from pens. I think he said his wife was going to be running the table. I don't know if he said he was going to be there. I hope Matthew will. I mean, it'd be nice to see Matthew like a last time. Yeah, Matthew Martin's wife will be there. Yeah, it's too bad if Matthew's not going to be there, but I don't know. Maybe I can get a pen. We'll see. I haven't actually gotten any of his pens. I've done videos for all of them, and I have never kept one. How's your meat smoking? I saw meat smoking is going great. Can't wait to eat it. I was looking at that smoking meat, and it was good looking. Home to Florida and then visiting friends out in AZ and New Mexico. Arizona is basically the beach. I'm not super excited to board a flight at this point. Dude, I understand. People go to the Miami show? No. It didn't look like anybody did. How was it? I heard you say they came down with COVID after the Miami show. How was attendance at the Miami show? I know it's a much smaller show than a lot of the other ones, but like the pictures I saw didn't show very many people. Ribs tonight with smoked Hasselback potatoes and the pulled pork we're taking to North Carolina this weekend. You're coming to North Carolina this weekend? Brian, hit me up, bud. Isn't missing a little bit of water to qualify as beach? I know, right? Is Mike going to DC? Mike is going to DC. Yep. Audrey's going to DC. I'm going to DC. I got to find a vendor to give me a pass. So, you're going to Asheville. Oh, you can drive right past me. That's fine. It's totally fine. You just stop here on the way. It'll be good times. Always look forward to live streams. Do a fantastic tour every time. Well, thanks very much, Carol. Thanks very much. Yeah, I give it the old college try. So, I wanted to. What was I going to do today? Oh, I had a couple of questions actually on my Discord server. Here's a little plug for the Discord server. Hey, if you want to be a if you want to be a member of the Discord, just gotta like hit that Patreon, be a patron. Any level will get you in the Discord. Here for the bag and the cats. Nice. Well, this is a cat. She would not be happy if I stuffed her in a bag. So I asked on there if people had anything they wanted me to talk about. I have a whole forum called For the Live Stream, and that's kind of what we're doing here. So Beth says, I'd like to know when you have your 40 plus pens inked, yep, totally do, and you're mostly remote, pretty much entirely remote, how do you carry them? Are this laying about in pin cases, in cups, stands, all of the above? What are your everyday remote items always at your desk? This is, I don't know, I kind of, I guess I can show y'all like what I do. Put a box in the bag and you think it'd be fine? That might actually be true. That might actually be true. See, it was your first show, says Ink Guys. I couldn't say if there are a lot of people or not, but Saturday seems to have a decent turnout. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Any special ink for DC? I haven't heard of any. A lot of times DC will have a special ink from like Monteverde, or perhaps it used to be from Private Reserve. I don't know if they're gonna do that again, but maybe. Yeah, I'll show you my desk. It's a mess. So like, prepare yourselves. But it's a bit of a mess. Let's see. What's the easiest way to do this? It's got to be to move this. All right. Let's go on a little tour here. So this is my cat. This is the front of my desk. Inception. Oh, wow. That was something. So this is the stuff that's sitting here on my desk. I've got a couple of... oh, look at the DC site. There's a link for this year. Oh, or an ink for this year. That's cool. Can't be worse than your desk. Well, I mean, it could. I don't know. So this is some stuff that's always on my desk. These two aren't inked. These are actually Audrey's pens that she just handed me. And then I've got a few SD cards here for various cameras. I've got my Mark 1. I've got a pencil because sometimes you need one of those. I've got a Retro 51. That's the Tomcat version. I've got a Field Pen Twist. Colorverse will be having a special ink this year. Oh, that's cool. I've got a Leonardo here. This is inked with one of those Kala inks that I was swatching last week. And then it's got, I think, sweet potato balls in there. I've got a couple of pen rests. This is from Ananda UK. She makes amazing pen rests and stuff. I've got this Conklin All-American that was in that Jaffa box. And I've got it eyedroppered because I'm kind of curious how the metal that's here in this section will work. Like this part you can't see because it's got ink on it. That's actually metal. And metal and ink sometimes corrode. Mike didn't have any pencils when that changed. It changed like a year or two ago. I've got like a couple of pencils, but this is the one I like the best. This is the Blackwing Natural. It has the extra firm core, and I actually kind of like that one. This is a random piece that like attaches to my microphone. Some random stuff here. This is just a pen I had out for size. This is my little... this goes on a camera in the hot shoe mount. It's just a little level. You can put it on your camera. Very handy gadget. Then I have a Leonardo. This is the number 216. This is one of those Grandes. I forget what this darn thing is called now that I'm like showing it off on my desk. This is a Ryan Krusak pen. This is the big L16 in Ambuena burl, which I think is just super cool. Then I've got two of my bird pens here. This is the 46. This is the Pocket 66 in my Pinwells. Dueling Pinwells. I usually have one on my desk and one at work. Pura, thank you very much, SC. I usually have one on my desk and one at work because, it seems silly to have two on my desk here. But since I'm not at work, I'm here, and so I brought them both home. I got R2-D2. I got my Evil Eye from Galen. Magnifying glass loop. Some random nonsense over here. Ink samples and stuff like that I have in pens. Post-it notes, which I would absolutely fold up and die without. Some Pusheen. Koya from the BT21. This is another Pusheen. This is a seal. This is another pen holder. It's made of glass, like swirled around. I want to say he does this with a torch. Usually I keep my Apple Pencil in there. That's just kind of what goes in there best. Where's the Pinwell Craftsman? Oh, that's actually down here. So I actually have 3 Pinwells. So that's also kind of always in use. My Pinwell Craftsman with my spoke icon. And there's my little shot glass of water. Actually, it's a highball glass with water, just for like dipping nibs in, or in this case, um, cleaning off glass pens. And then under here, I have some other stuff. So like these are this little Pentel Intergel pen, the Intergel Cura. Nothing like putting out fires on a Friday afternoon. That's right. That's when they all happen, man. How do they spell what? You have a Leonardo da Vinci's era in the Prugana with a spelling error in the engraving. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, keep that. Yeah, these are the Kuro version, which are pretty good. They're a little bit slim, is the only thing, but they're kind of a non-rubber but rubbery feeling thing. And then in my Galen leather pen box, which is usually open like this, I've got some tactile turns that I use a good amount. And then just some pens that I've got inks in that I'm actively reviewing as well. Allergy medication, some random ink that I just never put away. Lots of stuff like that. And then, of course, let's go back this way. Then, of course, I have this container of pens for when I'm like, I got to use something that's not one of those others. Just sometimes you want a gel pen or a ballpoint or something. And so that's right here. Also a bunch of pencils. Only a few of those are actually sharpened, but that's where they live. And then I've got some pens over here. There's my glass pens, my Galen boxes, some inks that I need to swatch. That black box with the drawers has all my nibs in it. And I've got some paintings up here. The one with the pelicans is done by my grandmother, and I can see it better than you can because of where the camera is, but then above it, there's some tiger lilies that my grandmother did, and then there's a picture of my grandma. I like my grandma. She was great. And then this is a Joey Feldman piece here on the other wall. So that's kind of... Oh, and where are my pens? Well, there's some in here. These are pens that are in active use at the moment. And in there. This is one of those nibs.com pen trays I just slapped in this drawer. And then I've got some right here as well. I've got a little pen tray in there. And these are all active use pens. So, all right, there we go. Boom. So yeah, a lot. I have a lot of pens going on, but I mean, I have a lot of stuff around. So how do I carry it? I mean, it's kind of right here. I like it to be within like arm's reach if I can. I've got a bunch of other pens like stashed in various places, but I do have. Check on your Prugna. Let's see. How do they spell it on this? Officina. I got Officina. It's too bad. Didn't get a. How about this one? Now I'm checking them all for spelling. Nope, same. What number is this? 755. What's in the Galen 40 pens? Those are just a bunch of pens that I'm not using at the moment. I tend to keep pens that I'm actually using not in a case. My friend Kimberly said that she usually keeps hers in a 45 or 40 pen case. But I don't. I like having them out and about. Otherwise, I'll kind of forget about them. So, hey Mike, what are your thoughts about the new Lamy 2055 years anniversary? And did you test out the golden berry color from Pelican? Oh, golden burl probably. The 2055, is that the brown one? Because that's dope. I haven't bought it yet because it's real expensive, but it's real cool. A friend of mine has one. He's very excited with it. So, I think it's probably pretty cool. I can discover there are like two others in my pen, like your pen that had the error. I mean, they must have run more than one at a time, but they put sequential numbers on them, which is, I don't know. They must do a weird thing with their engraving. Don't have a regular place to write, so just carry your pens in a brass towel and notebooks and laptop case. That's pretty solid. Colorverse ink is gold with blue glistening and proceeds go to COVID relief or something. Oh, that's good. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you gotta do that. So, yep. Anyways, that's what I have around. I mean, what's in these are sort of my go-to cases. I've also got a bunch of one sec. I got the vet calling me. I'm glad I answered. That was nice. Let me just make a note about that. I have to take Scraggles and Katy Perry in for their shots and checkups and stuff, and they have to do a surgery that morning. So 3 p.m. There we go. So they wanted me to move my time. So no problem. Good. Checking your email. I thought I'd order a Van Gogh case, but apparently no evidence you actually did. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Hope everything's okay with the fur family. Oh, they're fine. Everybody's fine as far as I know. Just, we gotta just have to, get their shots and that sort of thing. But these are, so what am I doing? I've got a downward cam. What am I doing? There we go. So this side is kind of random stuff. I took something out of here to use. Mike, do you have trouble with your Ritma nib drying out? Got a Ritma pocket pen. It dries out sometimes. Writes great 95% of the time, but sometimes it stops writing for no apparent reason. I've never had that problem. I've heard a couple people say that they had bad cap seals on their Ritmas, but mine's actually been fine. Vaccination is important. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, I don't want Scraggles to get anything bad or Katie. So, your pets are anti-vax? No, my pets are super vax. They're all about it. They have no problem with it at all. In fact, they don't even notice. Second ink for DC, it's called Bob's Blue. Oh, that's nice. So Bob used to be the guy who ran the DC Pen Show, but he died. So he's, I think his sister is taking it over right now. So I've just got some some Franklin Christoph metal pens, some Rotrings up in here. There's another Franklin Christoph, some Franklin Christophs, some sort of vintagey, except for these two. Well, these two, I guess these are vintagey. These are like almost the entirety of my vintagey collection. And then a few things over here as well. Just, some stuff. Turns out I have three of these. I really like this pen. It's good. It's a Schaefer Intensity, which is a very nice fountain pen. I don't have any inked up right now. I gotta do that. That cornflower blue one is actually odds. But I have two cases like this, and they just have various things. Sorry to hear about Bob. Yeah, he died suddenly, like, it must have been almost a year ago, I'd guess. It's been a while. I didn't know Bob very well. I mean, I'd know him to, like, see him, but he was, not the biggest talker, so I didn't really know him very well, but yeah. Yep. What did PB say here? You have no, sorry, scroll. Oh, what can you do about it? Keep pins in too many different things and ways. At this point, there's just pins everywhere. Yeah, pins everywhere, man. That's what's up. What is my biggest pen? My biggest pen is probably this pen. Might be my biggest one. This is is it big? It's about the same size as the L16. Those are both pretty thick pens. I mean, Leonardo for comparison. They're both pretty big. But these both feel pretty big. This is, I want to say it's a 6th Avenue or something like that. It's from Birmingham Pen Company. And I should keep it out because I want to talk about that a little bit. There's another question on the Discord. It says, how many days of non-use before drying out would you consider a pen to have a bad cap seal? And I think that's a really good question. Matthew Martin Chonk. I don't have a Matthew Martin Chonk. That's a pretty big pen now. It was August or September. I mean, it feels like forever. That's not quite a year, I guess. But it's close. For me, it's a year because I do school years. So, yeah. Wasn't in the best of health, still said here. Yeah, he was not ever in the best of health, I don't think. So the question about bad cap seals. I should get this pen back out. Wait, do I have another one? Yeah. So this is a Faber-Castell Ondoro, and while I really like the Ondoro, it is notorious for having a crappy cap seal. This one actually started writing a little bit. Is it all dried out? No, not totally. Interesting. I haven't used it in a little while. I kind of forgot I had it inked, which is not great, because the thing about Ondoros is they are notoriously bad cap seals. Yeah. Nothing really going on there. Just dip it in the cup of water. There we go. So it's not usually a big deal or a serious problem, but this one, if I don't use it like every day or two, then it'll dry out and it just won't write for a while. I'll have to dip it in a cup of water to like rehydrate a little bit. And I think that's a pretty bad cap seal. So like, yeah, couple days is a pretty bad cap seal. Now this pen, which is that Birmingham Pen Company pen, it doesn't exactly have a bad cap seal because it just has too much air, I think, around the nib. So one thing that you can have sometimes with pens is, do I have one that has it that I can see through the lid? I need a very specific pen that has a transparent cap. This one? How about this one? Yeah. So this is a Pilot Custom Heritage 92, and you can see in this cap that there's a gray area, and that's an inner cap seal. So that's one way to do it, and that cap seal butts up against the bottom of the section, and so when you screw it in, there's only this much air around the nib, which is actually, I mean, it could actually be smaller than that. It could be smaller than that by about, I don't know, a millimeter, and save some of that volume. The other way you can do it is like they did in this Conklin. No, they didn't quite. Now I need another one that has the right thing. Here we go. This is a custom pen by John Albert. And the other way you can do it, as Brian Chu here has said, is you put a step in there. So right here you can see this line, and that's a step in the cap, which meshes up against this the top of this section. And so it seals it right there as well, and so you've only got that much air around the nib. This one has air around the nib all the way down to the threads pretty well. So it's got a heck of a lot more volume of air in there than you really need. So you can wobble it around. There's no step, there's no cap liner. And so this doesn't dry out like immediately or anything, but it does dry out sooner than I would like. If I don't use this for like a week, maybe, then it's going to dry up and I'm going to have to wet it or clean it out or something. And with the ink I had in here, which was Birmingham Pen Company's Voltaic Arc, I had to like yank the nib and feed and like clean them out because it hardened in there. It wasn't a big deal. It was very easy to clean, but I had to actually clean it. Dipping it wasn't going to do it, right? So, and that's just because it's a super saturated super sheener. Good ink, works really well as long as it doesn't dry out. So yeah, how long? A couple of days is pretty bad cap seal. Like, come on, you gotta be able to do that. Now the problem with like the Ondoro, the reason this one dries out so quickly is that you can see here where the clip goes into the cap, there's a little gap. And that gap actually lets air into the cap. Sometimes, as it seems in here, there is a cap seal. Like you can see this black thing, it's like a liner. But somewhere in this liner, there's a hole. And I can't figure out how to get this darn liner out, so I can't find and plug the hole. But if you pour water in here, it just gushes out of this clip area. So I know there's for sure a good size hole. And so that just means this is exposed to air like all the time. So sometimes if I store it, I'll just store it like nib down just to keep that from happening. Waterman Korean is a splendid pen whose clip is a constant source of problems. It breaks the seal and makes the pen go dry in hours, maybe less. Weird. My Korean hasn't ever had that problem. But yeah, that sucks. I haven't ever had that problem with a Korean. I don't know, I've only got one though. Maybe I got a really good one? I don't know. But yeah, that sucks. Have my boxes in plastic. Have your boxes in plastic bins and shoe boxes in the basement. More inclined to recycle them if you weren't expecting your kids to sell most of your collection when you die. Yeah, I keep all my boxes too, which is they're in big bins in the attic. They're like sealed up bins in the attic. That's where mine live. Exactly the same problem with the cream. That's weird. I hadn't noticed that. Noticed that the Lamy 2000 cap is better sealed than the Lamy Emporium cap. 2 days after not using both pens, the Emporium writes a little bit dry, with the 2000 super wet. Both have good gold nibs. Yeah, I think the 2000 has a better seal than my Emporium too. It does too. Or do I have a Persona? Whichever one's the older version. I think the one I have is an Emporium. Your cream never seems to go dry. Yeah, I think maybe you just got a messed up one, Emil. Yeah. Breaks over time. Talk to multiple owners. It's weird. I mean, mine is an older one. I've had it for years anyway. And I got it at least secondhand. Blowing into your Andorra's cap and air is not passing through, and there's a deflect in that orange one. I've got two, and they both have the same problem. Weird. I don't know. Yeah, I have two Ondoros. The other one is smoked oak, and I love it. But you just don't use it clips and it strains to put on the clip. I don't know. Maybe Dialogue 3 seal is not good at all, which makes you sad. Yeah, the Dialogue 3 is notorious for that, man. Yep. Also for being the size and shape of a hot dog. Version Nora has horde cap seal. Oh, that sucks. You're gonna have an expensive pen at get a good cap seal. That should be like thing number one. So, I wanted to show this pen off real quick. This was in my Jaffa box in the unboxing. It's the Mark Twain Crescent filler Rainbow Edition. Comes with a whole bunch of stuff. Man, I tell you, Jaffa doesn't mess around with all the pack ends. Like, look at all these pack ends, yo. Get that in there. Yeah, it is colorful. I mean, it's a rainbow. Look at this thing. It's kind of like an oil slick a little bit. I hate to say your Franklin Christoph antique glass is always dry from not a good seal. You know, if that's true, Carol, then contact them, and they'll make it right for you. That's, you know, maybe like the threading is not perfect or something on yours, but contact them, they'll make it right. Talk to their CS people. This thing is heavy as heck. Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me either, Evan. I would totally have a Dialogue 3. I think it's cool. But yeah, this is the Rainbow looks brighter now than the unboxing video. Yeah, maybe just slightly different lighting conditions or processing on the thing, but yeah, it's pretty bright. It's not a subtle pen at all. It's a bright one, but it's also just super heavy. Is it made of pig iron? I think it's made of steel. I think it's probably stainless steel. Honestly, and then anodized. I mean, like, so heavy. Nice color pen. You're polishing all the time to erase fingerprints. You know what's weird is it doesn't actually seem to be getting fingerprints on it. I know what you're talking about, and usually that's a thing, but maybe the color's just so distracting. Explains the price point. Yeah, it is more expensive for sure. It's also a limited edition, I want to say. This might have been one I would like give away or something. But this is number 42, so I might just keep it. I do like the crescent fillers. They have written well for me in the past and that sort of thing. I just wish I could get into them to like maintain that sack and J-bar situation. Because I had a sack go bad on me one time, and I haven't torn that pen apart yet, but I probably will. But yeah, this is a heavy, heavy pen. It's not aluminum. There's no way. Why do you like the 42? I like the 42 because it's the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Does that crescent moon not make it hard to handle? Oh, no, not at all. No, that's... so the crescent is in line with, or at least almost exactly in line with the nib. So it's not going to be... Unless you hold a pen very weirdly, it's not going to ever be a problem. No, it's always going to point up. Yeah, easy enough. So, is it depleted your... I mean, dude, it might be. I don't know. It doesn't say on here, I don't think. Let me see if it's on any of the documentation. Right train crescent filler. Doesn't say. The rainbow. Here, maybe we can both find it at the same time. Polished gunmetal trims, black resin along the grip and locking ring, multicolored prismatic plating on the length of the barrel and cap. I don't know, man. Doesn't actually say. Doesn't actually say. But it's heavy as heck, so just don't panic. That's right. Oh, yeah, it's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, Rob. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I thought this was worth showing again on the live stream. And actually, if I find one here I like, I might just ink it up. We'll see. I gotta swatch some more ink. So haven't been in a while. Hey, Jeannie, haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. There we go. New blue color for the Pilot Custom 74. Oh, there's a new blue one for the 74? Where'd you find that? Send me a link, Becky. Give me them links. Give me them links. So I'm going to put a pot of petunias in a falling whale ink set. Yeah, I think that'd be funny. Yep. Life's an adventure. It's more of an adventure for you than most people, Jeannie. I gotta say. You should try out some boring for a while. Just you know. Seen the new Memento Magico Tropical. Yes, I have seen that one. That's pretty good. So that was so long, and thanks for all the fish reference. Yep, same book series. Same book series. Although I don't think it was actually in that particular book. I forget which one it was. 274. All right. Well, now I gotta find it. Uh, 74. Yep. There we go. Thank you. Oh, that does look good. Yeah, nice. Blue Stone launching in September. I like that they're having all these new pens in the 74. Lots of new colors in the 74. I like it. Yeah, looks good. And for sure, it's a good blue-black one. Come on. This means they'll discontinue the teal. I hope not. The teal is brand new and super cool. Also, the red is real good. And that green is good. All of them have been good. I mean, if anything, discontinue the clear one. So you're talking about pilots. The only decent pen I'm missing. What's the best option in sub 200 price range? Design does not matter. Piston is a plus. Get the 92. I mean, the 74 is great. This is the custom 92. Custom Heritage at 92. I don't know if they make the orange one anymore, but this has the same nib and everything as the 74. It's got a piston mechanism there. Writes great. Excellent cap seal. It's it's a really good pen. Vanishing Point's also pretty good, but no piston on that one, Greg. The Vanishing Point, like people gotta hold that one to make sure they're gonna like it. Whereas the 92 or the 74 are just kind of perfect pens. Yeah. Afraid of that clip. Yeah, it depends on where your hand is. Like the clip is great as long as you hold your pen in the right direction. Like I hold my pen that way, so lost my pen. There it is. So like my fingers go on either side of the clip, and so it's never been a problem. But Audrey crosses over a little bit. Never been interested in a Bennu, but the new Talisman Dragon's Blood is interesting too. Yeah, it's I'm not a big fan of the Bennus. There's been a couple that I like. Confront your fear and learn the force. Oh yeah, I've got one more thing. I promised a bag. Somebody was here just for bags, so I might as well talk about that. Hoping means Pilot is deciding innovating is the way of the future, but new colors equal baby steps. Yeah, I do. But for Pilot, that might be kind of a big step, and I'm okay with that. So Audrey gives me a hard time about talking about bags. I talked about this one last week. This blue rickshaw duffel, which is great, and I'll be taking it to DC, I think. That'll be my going to DC duffel. If any of y'all are going to DC and want to see a bag, let me know, because I haven't decided what else I'm going to carry. So I'd be happy to bring something that somebody wanted to see. It's got the Bennu Talisman and Peacock Ore. Have you tested out the Platinum PN... the Shun? I don't have a Shun. I have a lot of 3776s, though. I don't have a Shun, though. Nope. No, I don't have that one. Here's the way Michael play with bags. That's correct. So she gives me a hard time, but actually this is for Audrey. So there was a fella on Slack who was selling this bag, and it's coming off real, wow, weirdly hot red in the color. It's actually like a burnt orange is the real color of this. Let's see what happens when I put it under here. Yeah, that's more like the real color of this bag. So let's do it this way. Sometimes oranges and reds and stuff like that have like a reflective quality to them that really freaks cameras out. So I have a Tom Bin bag that is like it's called Mars Red, and online it looks like bright fire engine red. Yeah, huge difference, right? And then you get it in hand, and it's sort of it's closer to a maroon almost. And I told them about it, and they said, "Yeah, I know. We literally can't photograph it in a way that makes it look real." So anyway, this is the Bellroy. I want to say it's a Bellroy campus campus backpack or something like that. But a guy was selling these, and Bellroy is a really cool company that. I put that pin over on the side table. Much less traffic light color. I know, right? Although I would rock a bag this color too. I mean, I have one up there on the wall. There you go. You can see a hint of it past the camera. So this is a bag that's actually been discontinued, unfortunately. So I'm not going to review it on the channel because you can't get your hands on it. Let's see. Looking at the 92s, the FM more F or M. You can deal with Japanese M, but F is a step too low. So the thing about Pilot is, and since you don't have any, this is a good time to talk about that. And then I'll be right back to this bag, I promise. Is that Pilot doesn't follow the typical like Japanese thing where like everything is a step down from the Western version. So their fine is like an extra fine. Like it's very fine. And then the medium is more or less like a Western medium or maybe even slightly broader. So the FM I think is a real nice place. There's a Japanese M. So you'll probably like the FM better than the F. So just know there's a big difference between like F and then a big step to M, and then between medium and broad there's like barely any difference. So the fine medium is pretty good. So there you go. Just started collecting Jonathan Brooks. Also have a Bob Dupross and a Bone Crusher. All right, cool. So this is the Bellroy, I think it's called the Campus is what it was called. It's like a 16-liter backpack, so it's fairly small. You can see it's very slim. It's got good padding on these shoulder straps. And it's got the same kind of nice padding on the back, which is kind of contoured, as you can see here, which is good. I like a good contour to a back. You don't want a flat back on a backpack in most cases because your back isn't flat, right? So you want to have some contour. It's got really good hardware. I mean, these metal buckles down here are really nice. They're good feeling, and they have a good they have a good catch. Sometimes you get a metal buckle and it slips and it won't keep your cords tight. It's also got cord keepers built on here, which are nice. They keep these ends from flapping around, and the ends here have little loops in them. A lot of places or a lot of bag companies don't do a loop. This is really easy to just like cinch up your bag. You want to be able to grab a loop. It's real nice. So yeah, I'm really liking the quality on the outside. You got these little leather details with their owl logo and things of that nature. It's got a good handle. Not an amazing handle. It's not like a Tom Bin handle, but this bag was, I think this bag was like $75. So it's not in the same like build class. But this is a really good handle. It's like folded over and stitched. Comfy. Has a nice pocket right here with these weather guard zippers that are. It looks tiny on me. It doesn't look tiny on me, but it's not as big as I would usually go, frankly. But it's not tiny. It doesn't look like I stole a child's bag, but it does look like I'm carrying a bag that's a little small for my frame. But it's got a very nice pocket in here that goes all the way. It's like this big. In front of the bag. Has a little key ring in it, which is nice. A little key keeper. Nothing real complicated. It's just like it's plastic and it's got a break in it. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think it's fine, but I think that like I could see this breaking. But then you just put a D-ring in there. You just put it your own carabiner. You'll be fine. But whatever. Bellroy logo there. Leather zipper pulls. You can get them without leather as well if you're not a leather person, and I'm generally not. So there are some bags that the original like the Tom Bin, like they're smaller bags, the 19-liter Synapse and things like that. Those look like I stole a child's backpack. Like I can't do it. Brad Dowdy had one. He's actually a bit bigger than I am, and it was comical seeing it on him. And also like the smaller Peak Design bags are too small for me. Then you open it up. Has a nice zippery compartment right here with some mesh. There's a little bit of stretch if you want to throw stuff in there, like, I don't know, cables or a pen case or power brick, that kind of stuff. Whatever you throw in there, mice, I guess. Then you have like actually a padded bottom, which is I wasn't expecting this to be a padded bottom or to be stiff. I think when you pack this bag out, it would stand on its own. I think because it's got a wide enough bottom. It's got good stitching in here in the bottom too. Like this is quality stuff. And then you've got like a laptop carrier thing that's supposed to carry up to a 16-inch laptop. Some felty padding stuff back here, and really, like I think a fair amount of space. It's not like cavernous or anything, but it actually opens up to hold a fair amount of stuff. So, you know, I think this is pretty good. So, like my Apple Watch band? Thanks. Hey Mike, just want to get your opinion on the new Apple wireless battery pack, and would you get it? I think it's dope. I've never needed a battery pack though as a thing. My battery on my phone lasts like 2 days as it is, so I don't know, but yeah, it seems dope. Yeah. I'll put it on just for funsies, and to prove that I'm wearing pants. That's, you know, it's not big, but it's not tiny. When there's more stuff in there, I think it'd be less tiny, but keep in mind, my wife is significantly smaller than I am, so. Yeah. But, yeah, it's the Bellroy. So I said I wasn't going to review this one on the channel, but the bad news about liking this Bellroy is that I've got 2 Bellroy bags in my backpack, or in my, 2 Bellroy bags in my, my cart at their site. So, yeah, this is a good bag. It's, like, good construction, nice materials, it's sturdy, it's going to last forever. You give this to a kid to, like, take to school or something, and it's going to last forever, I think. This thing it's great. Actually, the bag is larger than you realize. Yeah, right? It's not that small. I mean, it's not that big, but it's not that small. I mean, you compare it to some of my big bags, yeah, it's going to be small. But, oh, I can't take that down. I've got a bag over here I was going to grab, but it's actually acting as a counterweight for my lights and stuff up here, so I'm not going to do that right now. City bag, then a hike bag? Yeah, it's more of that. It's more of that. Although I think you could probably take it on a hike. It doesn't have water bladder, space, or it doesn't have bottle pockets or anything like that. It's pretty chill. What's in my Bellroy cart? Well, all right. Here's my Bellroy cart. So this is one that's in there, which is the Melbourne backpack. Let me move this a little bit off to the side. Nope. Can I get it on the side with my face? No. I got to build a new frame so I can have both these things on here. But this is one. This is the Melbourne backpack. And as you can see, these are not expensive bags. Bellroy has a little bit of history. It was started by these 2 guys who have a site called Carryology, which is a very good review and information site for the world of carrying stuff. If you can carry it at Carryology, they're talking about it. And so these guys are like, we love this stuff. Why don't we start making stuff? And so they started making things like started making wallets and stuff, and they expanded into bags. And they're Australian and all this sort of thing. So they know good stuff, but these are not terribly expensive. And this is one of the bags with like a flap that I actually like. I usually hate this look. It's usually just kind of floofy and like overdone looking, but this one looks great to me. It's an 18-liter bag, so it's not huge or anything like that. They actually make a tiny one that's a 12-liter, but 18 liters is a little bit bigger than this one that Audrey has here. It's got the same kind of material on the back, except it looks like they have a little bit of an air channel here and a little bit more contour to the straps. And then the top here is magnet close, has like mag safes in there. And then when you pull that up, it's got a zipper down the side, so you can kind of peel it open to get to your goods. And it's got 2 pouches here for like laptops and notebooks, and then one here for, I don't know, for like more notebooks or for, what do they got in there? Yeah, they got like a planner. Throw an iPad in there if you want. A little suspended pocket here for whatnots. Some main bag area. They got a zippered compartment there. They got a couple of bottle pockets on there. Same kind of metal hardware here. Little stash pocket over here for your glasses or your phone or whatever, which I love. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it'd be totally fine on a person like me. So this is the Melbourne, and this is the compact 12-liter, which is lol. 12-liter is almost sling size, right? Your backpack can handle 6 36-pin Monteverde pin cases. That's a big backpack. Big backpack. Love that cherry tomato color. I do too. It's good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, hit those likes and subscribes. Very modern. Yeah, it's real modern. I do a lot of modern stuff. Like, you know, apparently the magnet are not too strong and tend to come up with it fully packed out. Maybe. That could be possible. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. But, no. Mag snap. I don't know. And the other one I have, I only got one in my thing right now. Let's look at the. Here's the thing. They do have a version of that bag which is a bit different and has a different kind of closure, but it's $450. Which, nah, like this one has a little hook and loop thing, which I think is real cool. I like that a lot. It's kind of closer to what Peak Design does, but $450 is prohibitive for me. Where was the other one I liked? Did they get rid of it? Where'd it go? Wasn't the classic compact. Wasn't the classic. I don't think. Maybe it was. Huh. I was gonna go for bags. Backpacks. Where'd it go? Did they stop making the bag that I wanted? Well, maybe I only have one thing in my cart right now. Weird. Well, should have struck while the iron was hot. Maybe it was this. No, that's a compact. Huh. Wulp. Because they definitely don't have the color I wanted anymore. Huh. Maybe it was this one? Yeah, here it is. They took it out of my bag because they don't have the color anymore. Oh, it was this blue and neon. Yeah, they just ran out of the color. Looks like this on the outside. It's got neon orange pops, light like electric blue, dark blue, interior bottle containers, back area with access to other stuff. Looks very cool. So I don't know, that's kind of the other one I wanted. $115 is pretty cheap. You got phone mode live? I know, right? Oh, I should have gotten it. But what are you going to do? How do you clean those modern backpacks? My military ones or hiking ones go directly in the washing machine. Audrey still at work? Yeah, she hasn't gotten home yet. She should be home eventually. Yeah, usually with modern ones, you kind of spot clean mostly. You don't want to... Also, a lot of the modern ones, like, you don't really have to clean that much because they're very repellent to the elements. So, like, a lot of these, I could just, like, hose them down. You know. Bag aesthetics, more pockets and planty things, the better. I had one bag like that, and I actually sold it. I think I sold it to, or I traded it to Jonathan Brooks. I don't think he's here, but if he is, hey Jonathan, pop in, see if you like. Tell me if you like that bag, because it had too many pockets and things. Like I used it to go to a pin show. I think I took it to DC, and while it held a ton of stuff, I also kept losing things because couldn't figure out where the hell they were. Some of those totes are catching around. They got good totes. I don't really do a tote, but yeah, I can see the appeal. If you have one pen, what would it be, regardless of price? What would it be? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't actually go for like super expensive stuff mostly. But if I could only have one pen, I'd want it to be something a little bit like sentimental. So I'd probably keep one of my sentimental ones, like one of the ones I had in the Apple Boom video. Yeah. Kind of confused. Is the primary manipulation resin a type of resin or a style of resin? It's a style. So my friend Jonathan, who I was just talking about, actually makes those. That's a design of his, and so he makes it in his workshop. Yeah. The shift apparently also has the hook closure mechanism. All right. Well, now I gotta go look at that right quick. Shift, huh? Transit. Apex. Where's the shift? I will search it. Oh. Oh, it does. Yeah. So this is the shift. So the color is ink blue. I mean, maybe I have to get that. Go to interior. I really want that thing where the side zips down, though. I think that's kind of what's missing on here, is the side zipping down. Huh. Maybe it has fewer of these or something, or maybe they just have it latched down real hard. Because in this one you can't even see those closures. That's interesting. But it'd definitely be more of a serious close than those than the magnets. It's kind of the way it goes. So, catching your first live stream. Hey, Eastwind, what's up? Just blowing in. Like having set places for everything, then you can put lots of things in a bag. Yeah, no, I get you. So like the one that's behind this blue duffel is the Tom Bin Synapse or Cynic. That's a Cynic, and it's got places for a lot of stuff, which I really like. But it doesn't have like a million little pockets and things like that. Belated hello from High Point, North Carolina. You're enlightened as always. My credit card loves you because it gets use, like it gets exercise. I don't know, man. Don't you have a problem I suffer from, or my sentimental pins are terrible? I got them early, so I love them, or bought them early. Some more. No, they're pretty good. I mean, my sentimental pins are like, do I have it here? No, it's actually in my case. But like, I've got a Panther 40 that Audrey and Scott kind of collaborated on, sort of, I guess, back in the day. Inkdependence Belroy collab. Oh, that would be dope. Or like an Inkdependence Rickshaw. I think that'd be cool too. But I'd have to be able to sell it. Is the thing. So, yep. Don't know. Would you get Apple's new battery pack for your phone? Yeah. Yeah, I would. I don't think I need one, but I think it's cool. Yeah. I mean, it seems like they definitely should have a battery pack that you can just MagSafe on the back. Like, that's how it charges. Throw it on there. Yeah, there's a Cynic. It's a good bag. That's my favorite bag, I think. I love that bag. Super good. Super good. I was gonna swatch stuff, but actually, I think I don't know. Maybe I just won't. I just won't. Oh well, that's fine. I'll just get it done some other time. But we've been having such a fun chat. I haven't even done that. I did get a replacement for my Black Ranger ink pad that I like for doing things like this guy for swatching inks. High Point, one of your favorite pen pals live there? Is that B? B's great. B is great. Some of the other stuff I got recently were more private reserves. Tom Beer Maker's Bag is your EDC. You can see a Maker's Bag right there. That's a Maker's Bag right there. Yep. I actually bought that from my friend Brad the Pen Addict Dowdy. So when they sent these private reserves, they actually sent me some Audrey just texted me. They actually sent me one of my favorites, which is Birmingham, or rather Private Reserve Black Cherry. This was probably my first or second ink that I ever bought myself. And somebody posted in the comments on that video that they also did Private Reserve when they first got started, because that was like the only maker that was making like lots of weird colors and good colors. I think that's true. That's probably why I also got into it. Okay. All right, so Audrey's on her way, and she's going to she's gonna call in the pizza, and I'm gonna go get it. So I will have to go here pretty soon. But yeah, I wanted to swatch a little bit of this one, and then I think Becky said that her favorite was this Arabian Rose, and so I figured maybe I'd swatch that a little bit too. What was the other one? Oh, Naples Blue. Another beautiful color that I got early on and really liked. Do you have Birmingham's Eroded Bronze or Kentucky Bluegrass? If not, I'd love to send you samples. They're great. Yeah, I'd take Eroded Bronze. I have Kentucky Bluegrass. I haven't used it yet. It's good, huh? But no, I haven't used Eroded Bronze. It sounds like it could be cool. Yeah, she'll let me know when it's time to be picked up, so that's good. Yeah, so let me just do a little bit of swatching with these two. Instead of trying to swatch like whole sets or whatever, because Audrey and I are gonna have pizza. She's had a long week. She had to go to work every day, and it's been a long, tiring week. So, maybe some Arabian Rose. I've never even done that one before. Black Cherry and Naples Blue. Those are my go-to inks. Nice. 40 of the Birmingham. I've got a bunch. Yeah, of the new ones. I mean, Stormwater Runoff is pretty good. Voltaic Arc has been good, but like their Swift series, I haven't liked any of those because they just bleed too much. They're too wet. Rhoda Bronze and Antique Sepia. Yeah, go for it. Favorite blue ever. Yeah, that sounds cool. What collection is that in? Is that in the Swift or something like that? Oh, I've actually got this in a pen. This is filled up with black cherry right now, actually. So that's what black cherry looks like. I'll go ahead and swatch it, and then I'll write it. Crisp? Oh, it's crisp? Yeah, all right. Dope. Yeah, the crisp ones are definitely better. One live stream after this, and then DC. Yeah, I know. So that is the top. That is for sure true. So this is these are stamped on here with a stamp from Well Appointed Desk. My friend Anna. If you haven't seen her stuff, somehow go and see her stuff. WellAppointedDesk.com. It looks like this, and it is a fantastic little stamp. So good. And these Ranger inks are archival, so they're really good at not running when you put a bunch of ink on them. Although weirdly, when you stamp them and you put ink over them, it tends to bleed through a little bit. Like it makes a path or something. Oh, too bad I don't have any artisanally bent swatching knives. Well, Brian's here, so I'll use this one as my other. Our very own Brian Chu artisanally bent this with his rock climber hands. Just and bent it. Low point. There you go. There you go. You can make him another one. He could. So this is black cherry. Let's see. All right, this way. Which is a great color. Seems like this actually. Oh, it had a it had a hair stuck in the nib. That's why I didn't want to write at the very beginning. Am I getting a table again at DC? No, I've never had a table at DC. I camped on Tall Tony's table last year, or the last year we had it actually, but I've never had my own. I haven't heard from Tall Tony that he's gonna have one, so I don't know. Hive Mind is worth going to DC show if I can only go for a couple hours on Sunday. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you'll be on your way home from NC. Oh, you're in NC now, huh? East Wind. I'm also in NC. Artisanal knife is a go, indeed. Yeah, Sunday's a good day to go to DC. It's much calmer than a Saturday. Much more chill vibe. And this is Naples Blue, which I might have in a pen. I actually don't remember. But it is a gorgeous sort of light blue. And I like it a lot. Cool. So the thing about this pen is that it is super duper wet. Sunday empties out early though, so get there when it opens. Yeah, it empties out a little bit early. It's not as early as at other shows, but it's good. Bright blue, I might buy that at DC. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I haven't used it yet. These new private reserves tend to be very wet in what I've seen so far, so pick a drier pen for it. But oh, I didn't write what it was. Another thing that these artisanally bent letter openers are good for is opening these boxes that are tough to get your finger under. Outer Banks for a week, passing by on your way back to Pittsburgh. Nice. Outer Banks are cool. Kill Devil Hills and such like that. You got to go to the dunes. If you haven't been to the dunes, there's a national park out there that is like a dune park. And it's very cool. This is Private Reserve. Naples. Blue. You're just talking about it? Yeah, it's a good one. It's good blue. They also sent me one called Tropical Blue that I haven't seen yet. We'll see if we have time for that one. I want to swatch this Arabian Rose for Becky here because I haven't seen it. That's not one I ever had. But these two were like, I've gone through a bottle, at least 2 bottles of black cherry and at least 1 or 2 bottles of Naples over time. Yeah, black cherry is real cool. It's very dark. It's kind of undercover. This is an extremely wet nib, so a lot of times it won't look quite this dark, but it's like a real good sort of black cherry color, honestly. All right, let's get in here. Got this plastic seal. Where's the... Well, I'll employ the Civivi Elementum to open it because it doesn't have a little openy bit. Ooh, that's a cool looking color. I scooted that a little bit more forcefully than I probably should have. Oh yeah, that's interesting. You're just in Florida. You're resting and enjoying my wonderful channel? Well, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a nice color. It reminds me a little bit of like, there were a couple of noodlers that were kind of like this, like one of those Black Swan noodlers, perhaps. English roses. One of them was slightly lighter. Kind of reminds me of this. Well, I haven't used that in ages. Maybe I have to get that Arabian rose. I know, right? That's the problem with looking at inks, is that sometimes you want to get those inks. Yeah, it's a good color, and very readable from the glass pen. And this is a fine glass nib, so it should be pretty good. Supposed to be similar to Schaefer Persian Rose, but that's way before your time. I don't have that one either. Let's get chocolate. Let's get Tropical Blue before I have to go. Not looking forward to dragging the hubs around a pen show. He'll be so bored, lol, doing it anyway. I mean, what's the hubs into? Is he into anything else? It's like ancillary that you could pawn him off on. Like, does he like woodworking? Because there'll be some woodworking stuff there. Like pen cases and boxes and all kinds of stuff usually. If he's into knives, there's probably gonna... Ooh. This one may have lost a little bit of ink in transit. Get a thing here just in case I have spillage. Do you have any of the Penman inks by chance? I have a sample of Penman Blue, Penman Sapphire. And I think I have... Oh yeah, it's got a little bit of staining on the back of the box. Totally fine. And I've got, I want to say I have a bit of ebony and maybe some of the green. Yeah, I've got a few of the Penmans. I don't have bottles. It's got like samples that a friend of mine gave me. Has Robert Oster or Colorverse or anyone else done a dark lilac? No. Although there is at least one mix out there of inks that people say looks pretty close. Ooh, that looks good. This is a good looking blue. Have my sympathy. I dragged a girlfriend once. She didn't enjoy me stopping at every vendor I know and talking shop. Cost you a good dinner when her over. Nice. Nice ink tell. Yeah, my friend Sarah made this for me. It's got a scorpion on it, like woven into the fiber. It looks cool. Actually, you can make out the scorpion shape. There's a claws, scorpion body, tail, legs. Yeah. It's hard to see on this side on the camera because there's so much texture and so much ink. But yep, scorpion towel. Super cool. Oh yeah, I gotta write stuff. Get some Diamine Pansy. You finally did. Diamine Pansy. What's that look like? See you later, Bruce. Take care. Yamabudo Shinkai. That's a good one. Oh, Yamabudo and Shinkai makes something like that? That's interesting. Diamine Pansy, huh? What color is that? Okay. This is Private Reserve. Tropical. Yeah, this is a pretty good looking blue. Let's see if I can get my hands out of there so we'll focus on that. There we go. This camera is much smarter about focus than other cameras I've used, but it still has a little bit of trouble sometimes. Sheeny purple. Oh, interesting. It's in the LDL neighborhood. Yas is correct. Oh, that's cool. Neat. You've mixed it. It looks like it. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's really cap the open bottle after using a dip nib if you're tempting fate. Yeah, I know. I'm very cognizant of like where there are animals around me, and weirdly, oh, there's two cats here. You can see Mr. Nose's face right there, and then Clipsy's right down here. But nobody wants to get on my desk right now, which is and Ms. Scraggs is not in here, so it's been pretty animal free aside from the very beginning. Also got DC Super Show Blue, which is like their original Super Show Blue for the DC show from back in the day. But anywho, there are some little inks swatched. I'm gonna have to go and get pizza here pretty soon. So I put my tools away. Now that these have dried. Yeah, pretty good. This is a nice looking blue. This looks about how I remember it, which is kind of like a medium light blue. Totally readable, but definitely a blue. Want to try Pansy to bring some to DC? Yeah, sure, man. Sure. I should really cap them. Oh, yeah. Mountain of Ink. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for the link, Claire. Mod's doing good mod work. Oh, well, look at that. That does look pretty lemmy dark lilac-ish. I don't know if, like, this looks like dark lilac for sure. This looks a shade or two lighter, but this is very, very dark lilac-y for sure. Yeah, there it is. That's good stuff. Yeah. I should take a bottle of dark lilac to DC, just like sell it to the highest bidder or something. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. If you don't mind bringing me a sample, that'd be cool, Yas. I forget what I owe you in terms of samples. I'm sure I owe you something. Good to see Private Reserve come back. It was your first ink and always be part of your rotation, especially Ultra Black. Jeez, Ultra Black, huh? Just don't use Invincible Black. Because Invincible Black, whew. Invincible Black will bleed through anything you give it a chance to bleed through. It is amazingly bleedy. But yeah, I'm glad to see it come back too, and I'm glad to see it come back with a company that is like formulating them well. I mean, these colors look very true to the originals. At least the ones that I know, Naples and Black Cherry, and some of the other ones I've already done, are very, very true to the original. The only thing is they seem wetter than I remember, but I think that just might be my bad memory. So I don't know, but I'm glad it's back. Tropical Blue looks nice. Reminds you of Cobalt, but a tad lighter. Yeah, seems right. I remember Cobalt being a little bit more purple than this, but already bought a Violet 92. Now you're gonna get that ink too. Well, tell them I sent you. Not that they'll know me, but whatever. Inverter, gently shake a newly purchased sealed bottle of ink. I mean, you can. Some inks will have like stuff that'll settle, but most don't. These, however, have been shaken around plenty. So everyone knows me. I mean, I don't know. Emil's not around here. So they didn't send me. Oh, wait, did they? No, I don't have Cadillac Green. I've only got the original Cadillac Green, which is a really dope green. But I don't have the new one. I've only got the original recipe. Original recipe. You know, reorg your coloring cards. Oh, that's a task. That's a task. Are Estabrook converters proprietary? No, They use a standard international for like the SDs and stuff. Unless they mistake you for Brad, that also happens, but mostly in person. Mostly in person. Online, it doesn't happen very much. If you use the what is it, the modern to vintage converter thing from Esterbrook, then those like the little, like the shorter converter. See, I got, that must have been from that tropical blue all over my hands. So OG Caddy Green was some good. Yeah, it was really good. But those modern to vintage converter sections like to have the smaller converters with like the clear piston knob. But I think they'll work with pretty much anything. Yeah, but no, they're not that fancy. Standard international. You know what, Emil? I have not tried that yet. I need to. Oh, I gotta find it. Where'd I put it? It's around here. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but I will. Haven't done it yet. So, all right. Were there any other things in the Discord last minute before I gotta go? Oh yeah. So Kimberly asked here, if you only have one pen, ink, paper, like you have one set of pen, ink, and paper, how do you know if it's the pen nib or the ink? Oh wait. Oh, here we go. I'll just read it. If you only have one pen, ink, paper, and it feathers, how do you know if it's the pen/nib or the ink or the paper's fault? Yeah. So, as Brian pointed out, actually, Brian's got the right answer, which is you can't know. If you only have one thing, then there's no you can't really know, because it's really there are three things that matter with using any kind of pen, and it's the pen, the ink, and the paper. And any of those three could be a thing. And she said, I want Mike's answer. Well, it's pretty much Chewy's answer, or at least what his hunches might be, or how he might test it using that combo. I mean, if you only have one pen, it's gonna be really tough. But paper is, I would say, paper is probably the most likely culprit for a bleedy ink. But if you have any extra information about that paper or that ink, that I think really helps. But usually it's not a nib problem. So this pen right here is a little bit of a problem child at the moment. It writes very well. Like, I was actually really surprised by how nice this nib feels. But it's also mega wet, which is it's a combination probably of the ink. And maybe like there was a bit of like soap or something left in the nib. Like that's the other thing that could happen. But like on this pen, the problem is really the ink/pen, because it's a wet ink in a pen that's real wet. And so it feathers on pretty much everything. But that's because it's just putting down so much stuff, so much ink. Oh, Discord. Yeah, I have a Discord. Genie, it's for patrons. You just gotta be a patron. You get on the Discord. Join us. Yep. There is a pets area. You can share pictures of those dogs that love me. So, but yeah, you can't really know. That's the thing. For me, it's football and volleyball. Wait, what? You gonna watch the Olympics? Oh yeah, the Olympics start tonight, don't they? Yeah, probably. I do like watching Olympics. I think it's fun. Cheapest option is to get a rodeo pad and see if things improve. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's a good way to do it. Yeah. Although I had to switch rodeo pads, so you've noticed in the recent reviews, I'm using this dot pad, thusly, instead of... Oh wait, where is it? No, I've been using this lined pad instead of my my dot pad that's usually right handy. But what have I done with it? Here. Because this one is bleedy for some reason. I don't know. Marker paper. I don't know what marker paper is. What's marker paper? Forward to watching the climbing. Oh, they're going to have Olympic rock climbing? That sounds cool. Yeah, all right. I'll check that out. Yeah. Buying a small quantity of high quality paper is relatively inexpensive and easy. That's your place to start. Step 2 would be a very well behaved ink, which may have less. Yeah, absolutely. But if you've only got access to those three things, like you have one pen, one ink, and one paper, and that's all you got, you can't really know. You just gotta like be sad that stuff feathers. So, yeah. But, yeah, get yourself some good paper. That's the first thing to do, I think. Yeah. Yep. Try Guys did a thing with an Olympic climber. I haven't seen that one. I bet it would be good, though. Paper does age. This paper isn't that old, man. It's not that old. Got a Kaweco brass sport, and you put a Kaweco 1.1 nib in, and now I'm getting hard starts every damn time. Could it be the ink? Atmospheric Twilight. Atmospheric Twilight, I remember being slightly dry, but also those Kaweco 1.1 nibs are a little bit on the dry side, too. So I think you just got a bad combo there. Try another ink in there. Yeah, put something a little bit wetter. I also think like the Twisby 1.1s are dry for some reason, but that's the way it goes. Climbing is going to be weird this year because you have to be good in all three disciplines: bouldering, lead, and speed. I don't know what lead is, actually. I don't think I've ever seen that. Next time, I'll split them into separate events. It's on the Olympics YouTube channel, not the Try Guys. Oh, really? Well, that's cool. I didn't even know there was an Olympics YouTube channel. I'll have to check that out. I'm into it. And you can't be in the Olympics. Yeah. Yeah, I think you just got a bad combo there. That's the thing. Lead is roped climbing. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Are they pounding in their own pinions or something? I don't know. Sounds wild. Yeah, I'll check that out. I do like rock climbing. I think it's fun to watch. Can't do it at all anymore. I used to be a little mountain goat when I was a kid. Like I'd go to these like bouldering parks and just like run around, but not anymore. Not anymore. So, yeah, I'm into it. Marker paper, huh? Here in Texas, they are clearancing Rhodia dot pads and dot books for $5 each. You scored 4. Nice. It's good. It's the brass Kaweco. I have an aluminum sport and then dries much more quicker than your plastic sports. Weird. Lead is a toxic heavy metal. You're right. Sport to use a converter. Found the 1.1 and getting starved of those tiny converters. The ink is anything but what? Yeah, gotta go early. Oh, I gotta go early too, actually. I gotta go pick up some pizza. So, go eat you some ribs, Brian. I'm gonna go eat some pizza for us. And I will see the rest of you later on. Maybe we'll have some Universal Yums this weekend. We'll have to see how it goes. But hopefully so. Oh, in the LA area? I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know the LA area. California is all just one big thing to me, so I don't really know. But parkour. I would watch some parkour. Olympic parkour would be dope. All right, so HAGN. I don't know what that means, man. Bye. Thank you. Hello to Audrey. I will definitely tell her that y'all said hi. Holding a grease snacks ready. Yeah, good. Yeah, hopefully we'll do that this weekend. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, as Claire says, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch if you want. Hit up that Patreon to get into our Discord so we can, chat there on the off times. And I will see y'all late. Oh, have a good night. Yeah, duh. Thanks. You as well. All right, everybody. I will see y'all later on. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I'm looking right at it. Now I know how to sign off. So I'll see y'all later. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. Bye-bye.